brothers and sisters, my generals, family, those who've been riding along with the brother. Man, if we are alive and breathing, we are back to conquer another day, another year, and another decade. And you know how it go, because when we wake up and be thankful for that great divine, for our families, ourselves, brothers and sisters we have met along the way, maybe have helped, have gave advice, has just helped strengthen in this life, because it can be challenging, that as I've learned from great teachers, brothers or sisters, it's all about that mindset and how we perceive things. So welcome to another edition of EBX Discussion. And we never stop striving, because that great divine always got those blessings for those who just put in that effort and put in that work and do what we have to do. So like I said, to keep ourselves strengthened and strengthen others. And I honor thy ancestors who helped strengthen us and fought through tooth and nail to get many of us in that great divine space that we are in. I always will be thankful for that, brother or sister, before all this social media shit, that sacrificed and got us to the space we're in. I will always be grateful for that. That's what keeps me humble and keeps me, fighting to keep this foundation that a lot of us have been fighting for, to keep that peace. Because at the end of the day, that's all we want is peace. And something I want to tell my brothers and sisters: enjoy and share the fruit that we bear. Enjoy and share the fruit that we bear. A lot of us know what bear means, and bearing fruit, we know what that means. But how often do we pay attention to it? How often do we introspect? And not, like I say, we don't stay in the past. We draw the needed tools of the past, but we don't lag, and we use those tools for this present to make for a good future. And a lot of things come with bearing fruit. And let's earn. It's beautiful when we can earn our peace, and I'm talking about a righteous peace, because everybody needs moments to themselves to think and, like I always say, rationalize, and just think about things, and stay stable, stay on board, because when we study, we'll be ready for things that come at different angles. You just gotta stay on this walk, and you just have to be there. And that the levels of being wise, I always say levels of self-awareness or age, either or, life will teach us, brother or sister, and that's in our families and outside our families. And I'm just thankful to be able to breathe, to speak, to teach to brother or sister, family, young or old. As I said, enjoy and share the fruit that we bear. And it's wonderful, and that could be, connected to a lot of things that we bear in this life. It could be, knowledge we share with others, our finances we share, love we share, emotion, teachings, advice, righteous suggestions, anything that can lead us in a divine right direction, and not get caught up in all this, have discipline on social media, of course, in the world, in life in general. You can never go wrong when you got that discipline rooted deep within the pit of your soul. It makes for a wonderful life. But we enjoy, like I say, that's why I said enjoy and share that fruit that we bear, because we give. I'm not in religion, and I used to be a Christian, but I'm not anymore. But as I said, we can draw the tree of life. We can learn many things from life. So if it's leading to a righteous goal, we can learn from it, So I pull some things because I've come up through Christianity. But once you connect to that divine spirit, that heart, and that's what you're led by, that's what you'll see right through to the truth, no matter how it comes. But remember, as long as it's righteous, though, it can't be nothing evil or something that'll blind us. But we can see the truth in a lot of things when our third eye is open and we're willing to learn, And so, like I say, a lot of us know what bearing fruit means, but when you have experienced it, it's a way of life. It's more than just a phrase or a saying. When you have lived it and you have seen it in ourselves and others, it's wonderful. And as I said, a lot of things can connect to bearing fruit or sharing fruit, and we enjoy sharing, like I was getting ready to say, I pull truth from some of the things that come from some religion. I'm talking about the right things now, but I'm not into religion. I'm connected to that great divine, because that's that higher supreme being. That's who has to say overall, as well as Mother Nature, Father Time. I will always bring up those three forces, because that's what make this whole universe, this whole world, our lives included, operate and move. Without those three forces, we wouldn't be able to do anything, So, but it's great to have righteous brothers and sisters out here that are generals and standing up for truth. But when we don't give grudgingly, and we all heard that, of course that's in the Bible, but there's some truth to that. When we don't give grudgingly and we just share what that great divine has given us. Again, this could be brother, sister, young or old, and our families. I always try to include everyone, because it's one for all for one, righteously. It's beautiful when we can work through each other's differences and see the real truth and get to the solution of every challenge we come into, because that's what it'll come into. But when we're not aware, things can be problems. But when you have hit that level of self-awareness and more levels, and you get more and more aware and more educated, and and you're starting to see things that are more important, you're not getting distracted anymore, I'm telling you, that's a wonderful place to be. But we have to earn our way there. We can't go the easy path, whatever path that great divine gives us, because when we're connected to that force, Mother Nature, divine, Father Time, as I said in the past, it's like parents. It depends on who we are as an individual. In this, I'm talking about, this could be a broad thing, not something small, whether we're in a small area or whether we're in a big area, where we're high status or low status. If that great divine has something for us, no matter what position or what status we're in, if we have to go through something, that great divine is going to pull us through, because that great divine knows us better than we know ourselves. But that force wants us to prove ourselves to it, because that force also, as many like-minded brothers and sisters out here, we want those to be real. That's all. We don't care about the money, fame, or none of that. We just want the truth, the heart, and help to add to this revolution and or culture or humanity, and set a righteous goal and work toward it. And when we work toward it, and we work sometimes in silence, sometimes not, just depends on the situation, what we're working on. Remember, we're all individuals, but it's one for all for one, when we're working towards that righteous cause, because anything righteous is good, So, and when we do see that fruit that we have bared, we enjoy it, enjoy our gifts that great divine gives us. We share to others, family, children, significant other, things like that. But we cultivate it and enjoy it for ourselves and just appreciate it. We soak ourselves in it, and then we share it to others, those that are worthy of our gifts. Remember, brothers and sisters, young or old, all of us, especially melanated, it's facts in this. I'm not just saying this. We have many talents and many gifts. And I'm talking about more than just basketball, rap, music, and dancing. There's way a lot more things that we can do. But of course, as many of us know, many of us that have studied either have wisdom or age or very high levels of self-awareness. As Malcolm X said, most melanated, if not all, brothers and sisters have come up under what? Some kind of conditioning. So once we know that and know why some of us are the way we are, or some that are aware, we know why we weren't aware, and now we do. That's what will make us understand. But we have to, some of us are not willing to work toward that point to get in touch with thyself, because getting in touch with that inner core, brother or sister, it's not an easy thing. And if you want to bear fruit and you want to be able to enjoy most of our life, we have to go within that inner core and deal with shit that's uncomfortable or uneasy, or things that we harbor. Remember about those things we harbor. Now, if we harbor something righteous, it's a shame to not share it with the world, but it's not that bad. But if you're harboring something evil, totally different story. You have to work on that, or anything that we know we don't need inside of us, because most of the time we know. Everybody has an intuition. It's just a matter of paying attention to it, brother or a sister, a family member, anybody. Anybody can have that power of discernment, intuition, instincts. We can study our impulses, but we have to take the time to pay attention to what? Oneself. It's a circle of life, brothers and sisters. And most of us know this, but some I don't know, don't want to know, or not aware. So in order to keep doing the wrong thing, as we've heard, can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different what? Result. So we've been through enough experiences, if we're up in levels of self-awareness or age, or we're just flat out healthy and we know better. We've been through enough experiences. We should be bearing great fruit. We should be enjoying our fruit as one speaks, through the challenges and the storms and dealing with important things. But always going to reiterate, brothers and sisters, never forget to have fun, because I'm not always serious. I'm not always, talking about something deep, but I just like a lot of us do that have truly awakened from the pit of the soul. Got to watch that word awaken, because it gets thrown around. So, but we, like I say, if we stick, man, to that righteous soul, that righteous spirit, and we just stay with it through the challenges and things that try to get in our way, and we figure out ways to deal with anything that try to come at us. When we do put in that effort, man, we do come with a result and we conquer something, man, then we will see. But we got to stay away from the one lusting after attention or lusting after the numbers, and enjoy our gifts, any gift that we have. Remember, we can do more than just rapping, music, because I like music, I like to rap, but there's other things that great divine has put in one that I can do. I can cook, I can write. I'm good at writing words. I'm good at writing rhymes. You might as well say it's poetry. That's a gift. A lot of us can do that. A lot of poets out there. A lot of brothers and sisters have written books and stuff like that. That's beautiful too, But we have a lot of doctors out there. We got astronauts out there. We got doctors, surgeons. I'm talking about melanated, and this could be young or old. Brothers and sisters out there with gifts that's just holding them and like they scared to let them out, because now this not all though, but some have those great intellectual gifts, and because what they think someone else will say, they're scared to use it. Fuck all that. If you have intelligence, if you are intellectual, maybe about accounting or things that can help people in the mind. I mean, really, like if you got an education, a degree in it or whatever, man, cultivate that degree, but take it to another level though. As I said on a podcast I did maybe a few days ago, I don't know how many days ago, maybe a week ago, where I said everything matters up under the umbrella of that great divine, that higher supreme being, Mother Nature, Father Time. But we take it up to a different level. We got to have that righteous spiritual in there. The education is good, but there's so many great things, so many desires that we carry, but there's so many great things that universe, that great divine has for us that we can do to just, man, as I said, I don't like when people say they're waiting on God. Don't stop saying that. We talking about the real God now. We got to be careful how we use that word God. That's why I say great divine, because it's more than that. It's a force that none of us can see. It's not a he or a she. It's a being that we know that power is there, but we can't see it. But only time we can see it is when we enjoy our fruit. Man, when we enjoy and share the fruit that we bear, and we earn. When we do that, we earn our peace. Then when we in those silence moments, when we enjoying those peaceful times, and we have helped others, or maybe not making a huge impact on the world, but you're doing your part wherever you are. Remember, no matter if it's small or big, start right where you are. That's my thing. I say that a lot on here, and I'm telling you, it's a righteous ripple effect. Don't think about what we have, resources, if we can do something or not. Just throw that righteous pebble in the pond, and that ripple will make its way out. And I'm telling you, though a lot of us have experienced this. It's more than just talk. We have to live a right life, though. Have to have a good heart. That's the only way good things gonna come back. Now, people can think that's cosmic or I'm just talking. Life will teach us. That's all I can say. Life will teach us more than any book ever will teach us. You just keep living life. And don't get caught up in self-esteem issues and all that. No, just strive to be the strongest, brightest, most brilliant, intellectual brother and sister we can possibly be. And that's young or old, and in our families. And again, enjoy and share the fruit that we bear. And when we do that, man, so many great, beautiful things will come along, and we will see it in others, we'll see it in ourselves, and we'll see it in our families. And as I said a little while ago, bearing fruit can connect to many things. Like I said, giving advice, doing something for the children, doing something for the family, trying our best to keep our money in the family, especially melanated, best way we can. I try to do that, because where I stay at is actually my auntie owned it, but I think my cousin owned it now because my auntie transitioned. May she rest in peace and in power. So my family, my cousin and I, and a lot of others, family members in my family, we're enjoying the fruit that my auntie left, because she did a lot for her family before she left. She made sure that her family was taken care of, as well as my grandma, my granddad, and, they made sure that the family was secure, that they did what they had to do before it was time for that great divine to call them home, because remember, the body lay to rest, but the spirit lives on. But we need righteous brothers and sisters to keep that spirit alive. And that's any ancestor that have transitioned. That's young or old, that anybody we held dear, man, may they rest in peace and in power. And that's in our families. I say that from time to time. So yeah. But that's why it was just in my spirit. I'm literally living in the fruit that my auntie bared. And like I said, go through differences and ups and downs in life. But if you hold on to the right things of life and keep bearing that fruit and share to others, man, because when you bless another brother or sister or family member, you guaranteed to get some great things come back, especially when you do it ungrudgingly, as I said a few minutes ago. When you just do things when you're not looking for nothing. It's for a feeling, and especially when you see it in others and you see it come back, because that's what it's about. Righteous ripple effect. And I want to read this summary, just a little small summary, and this will be another meditative moment. I like to read little summaries and kind of go a little deeper. And thank those that have been listening, for taking the time out of your day. Current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that views, salute, man, because there are some good, righteous brothers and sisters out there, real righteous, emphasis, they are out there, amongst the toxic ones. But it's getting to the point now, we can almost see who the righteous brothers and sisters are. So salute to those who are standing for truth, and salute to the brothers and sisters in my family. So I want to read this little summary about earning. It's just a small little summary. This is, like I said, another meditative moment. All right. When we earn something, we gain it as a result of our righteous actions. It's beautiful. When we earn something, we gain it because the result of our righteous actions. And it didn't say righteous on there, but I put it in there. But that's the only way it's going to come back. When it's righteous, it's not going to come back if it's evil or negative, right? So it's pretty simple. A lot of us know this, but some think they can overpower that law of attraction. But you're a fool. You think you can go through life and hurt people and be toxic and think good things don't come to you. Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll look like it's good, but in the end, great divine is going to give you a spiritual spanking. So, all right, I want to get a little bit more of this summary. Okay, where am I at? All right, here we go. Through our own efforts, let me see. Earning has to do with things people get through their or our own efforts or behavior. Notice it said efforts. I'm gonna read that again. Earning has to do with things people or us get through their or our own efforts or behavior. So we put in that work, great things will always come. But again, we can't hurt ourselves, we can't hurt others, because if we are speaking, as I said many times, if we are speaking, we definitely have to Work on those things we have within. We got to filter out that shit within. Everybody has to go through the process. This is not no big cosmic thing and a big deep spiritual thing. No, it's a mental thing. No, we all know. I mean, it's the law of attraction. Whatever evil we harbor, I'm talking about rotten to the core, and we don't deal with it within. That fruit rotten. It's gonna be rotten, and I don't care how we try to disguise it. Those who have a highly self-awareness, we will smell it. So just do right, and I'm telling you, great things will come. We like I said, it's not always a deep spiritual thing, but when we just start off with a right heart, it will turn into a righteous spiritual thing. And then we be thankful for those gifts we get, and the great things that come back, and the others we help, and the things we expose to help those, open people's eyes. And it's beautiful when we do that. I don't care how challenging it seems. We must stay with it, because that's what generals do. And that's what all I see, in the world, online, and in my family. Because a lot of us wouldn't be here today if we weren't generals, amongst the toxic ones out there that don't get it. But they will when it come close to that transitioning, because that's when it all matters. That's when you'll know if you bear any fruit, when you close to that transitioning. So that's why we bear good fruit, so we can leave a righteous impact when we leave this planet. And that's brother or sister or family member. Real talk. That's why we do the right thing, because it does matter what we do on this planet while we're here. Just keep on living, as my grandmother used to say. May she rest in peace and in power. So that was some things that was in one soul, in one spirit, and it was in my spirit because I spent some time with the children yesterday. It was a couple of hours, and just took them to the store, and spent a little money on them, and gave them a little money. Just spend time with them, just quality time, with the children. And my oldest son came over and shared some fruit with him. He's dealing with some challenges, kind of helping him out a little bit. Just wanted to acknowledge that, like I said, I'm saying all that. All of that what I just said, it really happened, but it's kind of an example too. We could start right where we are, and that righteous ripple effect will make its way out to the world. Just keep it right hard. That's what we do. Enjoy and share the fruit that we bear. And then when we work hard, that's when we earn our peace. And then we can enjoy our peace, because we know we worked for it, and it's beautiful, And in those times while we're earning our peace, don't forget to think about things. Don't forget to have fun. I always got to throw that in there. But, when you're in your solitude moments and we're silent, use those are your vital times. Don't take those times for granted. Those are the times we think, whether it's about family, ourselves, or others, Even think about the toxic things too, so we can be ready for that. But don't forget to enjoy and share the fruits that we bear. So that's my thought, and that was something that was in one soul, and I wanted to share. And thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. And it's wonderful, and like I say, self-therapy. It's beautiful when we can do this. You ain't got to be speaking or in front of no one, but always take those moments and chisel away to the things we don't need inside, so we can manifest none but great things and let it flow out onto the world. Because that's what bearing great fruit is all about. And it's beautiful when we actually live in it and we see it. So I honor my family. I honor your family. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you please keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world. And those out there that are righteous, standing tall, and that's in my family also. Just keep bearing that fruit. I'm telling you. And great blessings and blessings are on the way. Real talk. Salute.